Welcome everyone. This is one of the few SPECTA's outreach session on webinar. I think previously we mostly have physical outreach where we have drink, high tea, mingling, networking. But right now with this COVID-19, it's a new norm whereby we'll see each other through the web. And I think this is in a way quite productive because right now you choose what you want to hear, and I think there are many webinars in the air now, but I think with a good session, it's much more worthwhile your time and it's more productive because within that 1 hour, you can capture what you need and digest from the video and also the conversation. Whereas the physical one, the good thing is the networking, but it's also very jam-packed that may take up half a day. So right now with this COVID going on for maybe for quite some time, we will have to get used to having webinar. So without going any further ado, this SME challenge, those speakers are all comprises from our SPETA members. They are sharing their experience during this COVID. So, and do stay till the end where our ED, Mr. Stephen Cole, will give you a very insightful knowledge of his past experience. So Joseph, please take over. The airplane is flying, plus I got to mute myself.
All right. Thank you, Samuel. All right, everybody, good day to you. Firstly, I want to start by thanking SPECTA for this opportunity to come together with you to do this for your members and the SME community at large. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Joseph, and I'm the founder of the SME Challenge. Today, I'll be sharing with you what is the SME Challenge and how you can use it to grow your business. Let's start with the what. The SME Challenge is a business accelerator program designed to help SMEs grow their business. We call this the STAR SME Accelerator Program. We believe we can groom the SME in this program to become a STAR SME. There are a total of 4 modules we use to grow your business and using the STAR acronym. S is for sales, T is for training, A is for action plan, and R is for resources. Now, let's look at how the SME Challenge can help you grow your business. We will look at what are the modules it covers, as well as the program design. The program design is very important because it will affect the effectiveness of the program. We actually do a lot of research to understand the challenges and needs of the SMEs before we design this program itself. In a survey with close to 1,000 business owners and which was published in the Business Times, we found out that 82% of SMEs want more sales for their business. Sales is their #1 priority. 90% of SMEs agree they need to go digital, but they don't know how to do it. They also want to develop their people to boost their skills and productivity, but lack the resources to do so. And a majority of them want to find out how they can expand and sell to overseas market because right now it is a global economy. Next, let's look at how the SME Challenge can help your business with the STAR program. S is for sales module. In this module, we help you grow your sales. So in this sales program, we cover a few things. #1, we have a training on lead generation and prospecting to help you generate more leads and prospect for your business. We have an effective business referral training to help you get more referral for your business. This is very important because if you can have a few good people referring business to you constantly, it will help you grow your sales pipeline. #3, we have an effective sales presentation training, and this is good for B2B as well as B2C clients. There is a formula on how you can do this presentation effectively, and we will show you how to do it. This will help you improve your closing rate. We also have a CRM program to help you manage your sales process better, and this is also covered under the resources module. T is for training module. We have training to boost the productivity of your people and team, and we do this by building your team's ABC, their abilities, business skills, and competencies. We do this via 2 training tracks, business transformation training as well as digital transformation training. We use a blended learning approach to train your people, and this covers offline live training, online learning, as well as other learning resources. Example of a live training masterclass will be the SME Challenge at SMU Events, Singapore Management University Events. So we have a partnership arrangement with the UOB SMU Asian Enterprise Institute to run the SME Challenge for their business community and the businesses at large. We also have online training, nano-size learning for you to learn anywhere, anytime. Number 3 module will be the action plan, design and implementation module. When you join the SME Challenge, you will get access to a business review workshop to design your action plan and guidance on how you can implement it to grow your business. R is for resources to grow your business. In summary, when you join the SME Challenge, you get access to all these things to grow your business to the next level. Besides the Business Accelerator program, we have also developed the Fight COVID program to help SMEs navigate the COVID-19 crisis. The Fight COVID program has 4 maps or frameworks to help SMEs navigate this crisis. The first framework is the leadership framework to lead your people better. The second framework is the business framework to boost your sales. The third framework is the management framework to strategize your business better. And the fourth framework is the digital framework to transform your business model. Let us look at this 4 framework in more detail. Leadership framework, there are 5 things you need to do. You need to help your people focus on the right things and right priorities. You need to inspire and motivate them, help them set goals, look after their health, and build their tenacity and resilience. The second framework is the business framework. You need to care for your customers, scan for opportunities, add value to your business, innovate how you do things, and manage your people on a day-to-day basis. The third framework is the management framework. You need to consolidate and restructure your business, streamline and optimize your operations processes, look after your VIP, look after your investments, and make better decisions. The fourth framework is the digital framework. You have to look at how you are doing your content marketing, how you transform and pivot your business from offline to online, how you do video marketing, internet social media, and digital marketing. Let us take one framework as an example of how we build on it. So let's look at the business framework. There are 5 things you need to do, and in the framework, there will be 5 major points as well as sub-points on what you need to do to implement them effectively for your business. In the training, we'll go through all these details with you. Next, we will share with you how we help our local SME and businesses with training videos, articles, webinars, case studies, etc. We have online video training on how to implement the framework for your business. You can also read different online articles on the Fight COVID framework on different websites. For example, you can find an article on the SMU website, which is the Singapore Management University portal. We also have case study sharing by distinguished business leaders on how they implement this framework for their business and organization. And we also have regular webinar training with different trade associations and Chamber of Commerce to implement this framework for their members. So what does this program cover? When you join, what do you get? When you enroll for the SME Challenge, you will get the following: business review to transform your business, sales training to improve your sales, masterclass training to boost productivity of your people, design your action plan to improve your business, and resources to grow your business. You will also get access to the Fight COVID program that covers the following: training videos, articles, webinars, case study sharing, and etc. All these resources and training will help you to navigate this crisis better. And best of all the items listed here are free. If there are any fees, we will inform you in advance and you can decide whether you want to join in or not. For example, some events may have a small F&B, food and beverage cost to it. We invite you to join the SME Challenge right now. When you join the challenge, you will get all these items listed here for free. And you will also join a community of business owners and entrepreneurs who are serious about taking their business to the next level. Thank you, and I look forward to see you. And today we are very glad to be able to work with SPETA to let your members share how they have applied this Fight COVID framework for their business as well. So in a short while, we're going to listen to them and learn from their wisdom how they do it. I'm going to now introduce the speakers for today. All right, the speakers for today. And the very first one will be Elise. Okay, let me just switch the slide to Elise. Elise, if you are getting ready,
yep,
you just let me know. Huh?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready, huh? Very good. So I'm controlling the screen and the slides and everything's very nice. You're looking good, yep, with a lovely background. So Elise, you can start the session. Tell us more about yourself, your business, and how you transform your business with the COVID framework. Yeah. Over to you, Elise.
Thank you, Joseph. First, thank you, Joseph, for co-organizing this with SPETA. I'm the Executive Director of JCS Ichigo, and I'm also the Deputy Chairwoman for SPETA. So JCS Ichigo, actually, we design and manufacture precision cleaning system. So in short, every time when I go trade with ESG to overseas trade, we have very short time to introduce ourselves. So I always tell them I'm a washer. So some of my friends, after I do my introduction, like my tata will say, can you go to my house to do the cleaning? So no. So I specialize building cleaning system. Mainly we use in clean room for clean room usage. And we actually can clean up to 0.2 microns particles. If you look at this slide background, that's our factory in Singapore. We do 100% manufacturing in Singapore. So we're actually very proud to tell our customer we are a Singapore company. Our machine is built in Singapore. And these are actually some of the slides you can see is the machines we built on the background. If you look at the screen I have now, in my background is also the machine we built. The other photo I think Joseph put in this slide is actually our overseas trip with our staff. And the other two is actually a newspaper cutting, and actually in NTUC magazine, we featured with our customers in the press. Next. So during this COVID, I think is affecting a lot of businesses. I think for us, since the beginning of, I would say it's Chinese New Year, we have already started to ask all our service team, when they go out for servicing, they all have to wear masks. In fact, even when we go out for meeting, we wear masks during our meeting when we go out. Actually, one of the customer was, every time we go for meeting, when they see us wearing the mask, our customer will ask, are you sick? Then why, if not, why you wear masks? So we just tell our customer, we wear masks just for protections, and we think it's safer to wear masks when we go out. I think I'm glad that we actually implemented this since the February. And since February, those gas suppliers who come to our office, they all have to take temperatures. So during this time, as I mentioned, it's affected a lot. We already actually prepared even the COVID-19 prevention procedures in-house. We send it to our overseas customers to inform them the precautions that we have taken. This is also to assure them what are the actions that we have taken to actually protect ourselves. I mean, of course, we may not be 100% preventing this COVID-19, but I think at least this is the part that we can do to protect ourselves, as many as our staff here, from getting the COVID-19. And comes to March, I remember, I think that time was during the Malaysia side, when Malaysia, when they actually announced this shutdown, right, Malaysia side. I think most of you are also affected. We have staff in Malaysia, and we actually already talked to them beforehand. In case if the border closed, you got to tell us, do you want to stay in Malaysia or you want to continue to work in Singapore? Because if you want to continue to work in Singapore, we have to prepare the accommodations and all the necessary like facilities for them to stay, because most of them actually commute daily. So I think we are quite prepared for them. We are quite lucky to have prepared all this. And comes to April, when Singapore government announced the CB. That's the thing I think really makes a lot of my overseas customer panic. So they almost call us every day or email us and keep asking us, does it affect our business? Will we affect actually their delivery? This is the first question. Will we affect their delivery? Second question, is our supply chain affected or not? Yeah, so these are the things I think we have to keep assuring them, and we have to tell them whether we are affected or not. I think the first 2 weeks was quite chaos for us. I think when government announced these essential services, we consider ourselves as essential services. But of course, we still have to follow the government rules and regulations, which they gave us quota. I think we applied for like 20 over the 30, we get 15. 15% only able to work. Wow. So the person who can work every day is actually the boss. I become the person who really have to work every day, because I have to come back to help to settle a lot of paperwork. Yeah. So, but I think for the customer side, we actually reassure them that we did not actually affect their deliveries. But however, we still actually do a backup plan for them in the event if we really have to shut down 2 weeks or we have to shut down 1 month. What will happen to their delivery? So these are the things that we prepare the forecast on all this delivery schedule for the customer to see in the events. If we have to shut 2 weeks, in the event we have to shut down 1 month. So at least we reassure them what are the precautions that we have taken. Yeah. Thank you. Next page. So this is actually the way how we make our machines, the process. This is a very general. From design, we have 2D, 3D to do fabrications, and we have system control. System control is actually we do everything by ourselves. We do our own electricals. We have our own PLC controls, and then we do our own testing. We do shipments. 90% of business actually overseas. So we have to really ensure that our machine is tested very well, because if not, once we ship overseas, it will be very difficult to troubleshoot when we are overseas. Then the last one is actually we will do the testing with the customers, because not only the machine reliability is important, we have to also assure the customers that we actually pass their cleanliness requirements. Yeah, next. So this is our team. Our team is not very big. I have about 50 people, but they have been with me for very long. So one of the key things that we do to have more teamwork is that we have almost yearly we have an overseas trip with our office people and also our production. So if you see the photo here, last year we went to Siem Reap, Cambodia. The one below is we went cruise. Actually, cruise we have been quite a number of times. So I'm quite happy we have a good team, especially during this COVID. I think we need a good team to make sure that the company's survival is very important. And also because I have dormitory inside the factory, actually our workers are pretty quite worried at the initially. In fact, one of them, two of them, I would say, insist to go back to India because they are very worried about their family. So one of them, because the wife just gave birth. So we actually talked to them. We told them that if they really want to go back, we cannot actually prevent them from going back. But if they want to come back, my main worry is I'm not sure whether I can even bring them back or not by even end of this year. Or maybe they can't even come back because of quota issues. So we're quite lucky the workers actually think about it and they decided to stay. Actually, after 2 weeks, they come back to us also. They say, boss, I'm very happy we decide to stay. Yeah, because I think survival is important to them. They need to send back money to their family also. Yeah. Okay, that's all for my experience during the COVID.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Elise.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you so much. Very good. I think for Elise's case, right, what struck me is how she actually designed innovation into her business. All right, her things are very complex, her solutions. She's so humble. She called herself what? Washing lady. Okay, so the thing is, what struck me is the innovation part of things. If you really go and see her factory and how she designed things, you'll be amazed at what she's doing. And right now, I want to do a little activities with all of you. Okay, I want you to go to this website called menti.com. All right, menti.com, and Ben will help me post this web link on the chat box. Okay. And we're going to do a short survey. I'm going to show you the survey right now. You just got to key in the few numbers inside here, and you can do the survey, and then we can all have a look at what everyone think of innovation. All right. So this is the survey we want to show. Okay. Can you see the code, everyone?
282516.
Yes. 282516. 282516. So hit the button and go in right now and share one thing, one innovation that you have done for your business. Well, when COVID-19 happens and unfold, it's very unexpected. Everyone is shocked. Share with us how you innovate yourself and your business in order to cope with this pandemic, so that we can all encourage one another. All right. Free flow. I think you can key in the feedback and you should come up. Okay. So we got first feedback that came in: virtual commuter, online training. Set up remote access for employees using desktop to work from home. Okay, cool. Online training. Mindset change. I think right now we have easily about close to 60 odd participants. Everybody hit something in. Cool is coming. Webinar. Do you know that now one of the latest trends?
I want to share something. That
yes.
Innovation, the scope of innovation cover 5 key areas. Okay,
yes.
So you think along the 5 key areas. This one actually is not my summary. It's a summary from Simtech, which I think is very good. First is innovation on the material. Do you use alternate material or new materials and change to make it make you more competitive or better quality. Number two is your process, innovation on your process, whether you use, like, for example, Industry 4.0 digitalization or what. Okay. Third is your product innovation. Did you change your product to make it, higher value or whatever? Yeah. So the fourth is your operations. Have you changed your operations in how you manage your operations? Yes. The last one is your, it's not in the sequence of important, most important one is your business. Have you changed your business model, the way that you deliver or the way that you market your business? So 5 areas. Okay, material, process, product, operation, and business. This one from SimTech, huh? Yeah.
Cool. Wonderful. Well, I hope we can do one of these sessions with SimTech, and their network as well.
It's good to see all this sharing. I think we have better ideas also.
So I noticed a lot of it actually deal with how you are taking things online. If I look at what you have, how you change the way you all work. Okay, remote live kind of working arrangement now is important because COVID forced us to work from home. In fact, for myself, as my business is event driven. I do a lot of live event. I've been doing it for about 2 over years. And I do live event with Lifelong Learning Institute, SMU, and a lot of other organizations. And when COVID started, everything has to cancel. Everything has to shift to online. Okay, so good. These are some of the things. I will summarize it for you. And later we have more engagement with us. But this is very good. At least we get a feel of what different people think. And the next person that I would love to call and invite him to share with us will be Mr. Man, and he's the founder and managing director of STEC Private Limited. And this gentleman, he has put a lot of effort to prepare today's sharing, and we have gone through it before as well. We dry run together with the committee. So I look forward to hear from you, Mr. Man. Over to you right now.
Okay, thanks, Joseph. Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. I think this is my first time having webinar to share my experience. Thanks for giving opportunity to share this in the SPETA event. Yes. Yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Man Kok Wo. As what Joseph was sharing, I'm the founder and managing director of STEC Private Limited. And I'm wearing many hats here, you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a chairman of SPETA, which stands for Smart I 4.0 Transformation Alliance in SPETA, council member of SPETA, deputy chairman of SAIG, which stands for Smart Automation Industrial Group, SMF, a board member of PE, Master Craftsman Certification Board, SMF, and also judging panelist in Nanyang Poly School of Business Management, which I've done it for many years, since 2011. So I've been doing it once, 1 year, twice. I'm also committee member in ITE, Woodland Technical Diploma in Automation Engineering. We are sharing with them the kind of new curriculum together with school. Yeah, maybe next.
Awesome, Mr. Man.
Yeah, okay. STEC have been formed in 2003. And we have been in the market for 17 years. And 2 years ago, I formed SPETA on 16 October 2018. And the member has been increased from 14 to 21 now, with 9 local SME and 12 international companies. And you look at the picture on the right-hand side, and the circle in gray is represent international company, and the circle in blue, it is a local SME. Yeah, I combined this local SME and international company to provide full turnkey project for the industry. So SPETA creates a complete ecosystem and provide one-stop I 4.0 integrated solution in particularly precision engineering. Yeah, next. Yeah, this is a smart and integrated factory model. You can look at it. There is almost a whole complete factory that we, inside there are many of the modules that we have been developed for the past many years. And I actually consolidate all this, then I bring all the partner together. And all these partner from SPETA, and you can look at the diagram here, it actually deploy in the whole plant, So no one can provide I4.0 solution, in a single source, in a single party. And there's a reason why I see there's a gap, among all the customers. They have a lot of inquiry during when I visit them, many of them asking me about the solution. And in order for us to sustain the business and also keep away the competitor, we have to make sure we innovate and also come up with a solution that can help customer to provide one-stop solution. And there are many companies giving me a lot of sharing, saying that when they engage the supplier, they always like to do their own part. So they do not want to link to other people. The integration part is the most tough portion. There are so many different kind of protocol. So I see the gap here. I invite all the partners join together with me, and we for the past 2 years we started initially 14 members. Now right now it's 21. So I bring all of them here to do some integration job. For the past 2 years we have been joint event together in showcase in ITAP 2018 and 2019, and very fortunate that we actually having a lot of inquiry after the show, and also we managed to deliver our machine and system together the partner in the market now. Yeah.
Next,
Next, yeah. Yeah, let me come back to our topic today, which is COVID, fight COVID. Five-step framework, right?
Yes.
Yeah, first one is customer. I think customer is very important to all of us. And during this period, I think everybody cannot go out and see customer, and then so I also, hard time to arrange meeting with customer. And we try to set up all this webinar, all this kind of online meeting, also not so easy, to meet each other.
Yes.
And therefore, we regularly share our company activity in social media, such as LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, to keep customer up to date the latest product and services. Yeah. So far the highest record viewer that I received is 22K in LinkedIn. Yeah, wow. This is I think throughout all this effort, people started to want to see your news. Yeah, I think it's very important. I think every one of you know about this My
Yes.
So we can hit 1.8 million viewer, view. So like also. So to reach out to the market right now, there are some sort of new way of reaching out to customer. So it should be customer looking for you rather than be look out for customer. So we have activity regularly share with the customer. They know you are still there. You are surviving. You are doing good. You have some product. There's some little new product. Then to share with them, and then they actually join, and then they like your post. And also they follow your post. Yeah. So for us, I think STEC LinkedIn, we have 1,000 over follower. This is throughout the year. There are many effort put up so that people like to hear your news. Yeah. So this customer customer
engagement.
kind of engagement. Yes. Next. Yeah, opportunity. I think during this COVID-19, it create a lot of opportunity for company in Singapore, and manufacturing companies globally looking for alternative source to manufacture their product in Singapore. And COVID-19 also helped Singapore to position as a very reliable and stable country because we don't lock down. We call it circuit breaker. So it's different from what other company was doing. Yeah, so I think that we see opportunity here. Next. And recently we received an inquiry from one of the Germany headquarters with 1,009 workers worldwide to manufacture the plant, the parts in Singapore. And the reason why they are looking for Singapore because they actually wanted to diversify their supply chain to Singapore. Because they have the plant in Shanghai, China. and the supply chain have been disrupted. I think we read many news, I think many of you also read about the news. But then I personally received this inquiry, from Germany headquarters, So I think we, throughout the past few years, we participate in the Hanover Messe show. So our brand, they actually write to me directly. So our brand and being known by them, even in Germany headquarters, the international supply chain purchaser actually contacted me. So actually I passed the inquiry to my customer, my key customer. So and they are still negotiate with the pricing, things like that. I hope they can close the deal.
Very good.
And as I mentioned just now, Singapore, we are in Singapore. So we become a very reliable company as well. And recently we also received an order worth $500,000 from Thailand during this pandemic period. The first order from them is 8 years ago. Of course, after this time round, they also consider, we have competitor from Japan, Taiwan, and also China. And it's why after 8 years, then they come back to us, because they have been planning for their expansion in the new plant. And they are considering, as I just mentioned, Japan, Taiwan, and China. So they also show me, this rank, the pricing rank. Well, Japan is the top, it's the most expensive one. So STEC is the middle, and then come to Taiwan and China. Yeah, and of course, we have a good track record. 8 years ago, we actually sell them a few machines. And after that, they stopped because they have no intention to buy automation system. And just like to share, this is what we're proud of. We never fly there for any servicing within the past 8 years. That's the reason why within this COVID-19, I never fly there, I have an order. We are quite lucky because, people have been struggling, so we have been getting order from our good customer. Yeah. And also, after we got the PO, we received the tile payment, and we got the first design review remotely. So I think this COVID-19 really changed the way we run the business. And all along, I never thought I can close the order without flying over to meet customer. We did it during this time. And not only this, because the line actually quite big, so actually this line is not what we are focused right now, because this is an annealing, is about 7-8 meter length to do the annealing, some treatment, the whole length. So the whole 8 meter length, it could spend a lot of time to develop something new for us. And then during this period, in fact, I have been very focused on CNC automation. I think many of you know about that. And because of this COVID-19, I actually changed my strategy. Instead of looking for new existing customers who had slowed down, especially our major customer is aerospace. They have been very badly hit by this COVID-19. And for that reason, my customer also give me some warning that 6 months to 12 months they will not have any order, especially capex, high capex equipment. So based on that kind of news that I heard from them, even also the oil and gas as well. So I take up this order, then we try to spend time to look into a new area where we are not focused for the past few years. Yeah, this is something that I want to share.
Yes.
And during this time also, we also find that we really need to have some product, that you can let people choose and pick, whatever you want. So we actually consolidate all the company product portfolio that we have. We came up with a robot and robotic cell series. So you can see the top side, the blue color in standalone robotic cell. So we configured a few robotic cell that can suit the market needs, and especially in precision engineering. So first one is a milling, we call it MRC, milling robotic cell. Second one is a turning robotic cell. Third one, deburring robotic cell. and fourth one is a CMM robotic cell, and last one is a storage robotic cell. So all these standalone robotic cell can be upgraded to the below one integrated one. So some lower cost, some customer want to have low cost, they choose the standalone one, and then some customer want to transform the whole plant, you know. So they have to look into the integrated solution, which is right below, you know, the yellow color. Yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, we also come out this configurable ordering system to allow customer to configure their own robotic cell, like a Lego, you know. And this is, we also adopting Dell strategy, you know, you can configure, this is our dream to configure the model, you know, the order, then we deliver to you. So it's quite challenging, but then we actually, during this period, we really think of how to reach out to the world, you know, without meeting them, you know. So there's only way you can standardize your product, come out something for people to purchase. Like for example, the item number 1, operation type. They choose what they want, you know, milling, you want turning, you want deburring, you want CMM and storage, or you want to have a basic type or track type, you know. And you can choose a robot payload 10, 15 kg up to even 350 kg. Recently, we also got one up to 150 kg. Wow. And yeah, it's a huge, I just took a photo with the robot, you know, almost as tall as my height. And you can choose the robot type below. And this is something that we look forward, like the example there, you can look at the model number, the bottom, right bottom, yes. So you can write the model like that, then we know, you know, what you want, then we can build according to your needs. Yeah, this is what we call configure to configure your own robotic cell. Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, so because of this COVID-19, we have to innovate how to not disrupt our business. Customer cannot come to our, because for the customer to have accept factory acceptance test, I need to come to our office to look at the system, come to a workshop to assess, you know. And because of this COVID-19, we locked down for 2 months, and I mean we cannot allow to travel to 2 months. Then we conducted our first factory acceptance test remotely. So we combine the PC and handphone. We carry 2 PC around, you know, and 1 handphone around to the whole workshop to show the customer, show what we are doing, and then successfully commission the machine, buy off the machine, and then immediately after the open up the first phase, we deliver the machine out to our workshop. Yeah, this is what we did to hope to do not disrupt our business. Yeah. Okay, the last one is the daily operational challenges. So due to staggered working hours, and we have limited number of assembly and wiring resources, and also the job supposed to outsource to the worker happened to be they are from dormitory. So the first day before the announcement, we found out the first day they just the last previous one, yeah. So before they locked down, right, because the dormitory issue, we found out that the guy we engaged is actually stay in dormitory. So after first half of the day, we asked him to quickly get out from the office, so could clean up the whole area, because we also never realized they are from dormitory. After we heard the news, we stopped all those outsourcing job. Then yeah, so and then second one is the 2 staff stuck in the JB due to Malaysia lockdown, and also not sufficient notebook for staff to work at home. Yeah, so we okay, next slide. Yeah, there's a reason why because of this limited resource, we deploy our mechanical designer to do assembly work, and also the programmer to do wiring job. So in order to cope up with the work, because if you're not, then we cannot engage the worker from dormitory. We have not enough people to do, then that's why we have to depend on our own people. And we also deploy the finance to do admin work, you know, and to clear some paperwork, you know, in order to continue to run the business. And in order to encourage them, we actually provide some incentive to the staff to perform cross-functional work, you know, because it's not supposed to be their work. They actually help each other. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, next one. Yeah, the 2 staff that stuck in JB due to Malaysia lockdown. Yeah, and we actually quite lucky, because the last day before the lockdown, we already aware this problem coming. But once we heard the news about the air flight cannot move, cannot fly, we also suspect the lockdown will coming up. That's why we started to link up all the computer, and then we also, the last day before the lockdown, there's 2 staff, we asked them to bring the notebook back to JB to work because they had been travel in and out every day. So we also happened that we actually embarked on this product management software. We linked up all the computers so that we have really started to run in January, but then we have to speed up to make sure this thing running live, immediately, so that everyone work from home can access to the latest design. Because if you don't have this system itself, the people from different home, they may get the wrong information or not the latest drawing. So this one will be a very serious problem. If you get the wrong drawing to certificate, then you really delay all the other project. That's why we actually got this grant from Enterprise Singapore, and then we actually embarked on it for some time. We have been delaying until recently. We have to really go full force. All the people can log in already. Yeah. Okay, the next one. Yeah, so the not sufficient notebook. Yeah, so because many retail shop already closed shop, so they cannot. We want to buy computer, no computer is available to sell. Then that's why we luckily our team, some of the worker, they have a notebook at home, and then we actually ask them to use a notebook. Then we install the software inside the computer, and then we pay them some incentive. I think this is my last slide. So money is the one encourage everyone to, everyone need now. So hopefully our company also can provide some money to incentivize them to carry on the work during this COVID period. Yeah, that's all my slide. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Man. Thank you so much. Let's give him a hand. All right. Very good sharing. I think what impacted me, activities time. I think what impacted me is really how he scanned for opportunities and how he grabbed it fast, right? Mr. Man.
Yeah.
Can you say you are a very fast mover?
I shouldn't say that. We need to make sure our company survive, not fast mover. I need to make sure it sustain there, to go through this bad period, this crisis. Yeah.
Very humble, man. I think for him to grab hold of this opportunity also means he has to be very, very fast. All right. And right now, I want to get us to engage a little bit. Let's go to menti.com again. MENTI, yeah. And we're gonna just look at the. Hang on. I'm gonna just come out of this. And okay, the first 2 engagement is really a lot more about the way we design is for you to share with us, okay? I want to look at opportunity right now, okay? I think this is really important. You all can give me a feedback, but sometimes when life gives you lemon, you need to make lemonade out of it. Otherwise, the lemon by itself is sour. It doesn't taste good. But when you mix it up, it becomes very delicious. So the ability to scan and grab opportunity is very important. So I want to we have so many people in the room. I want us to share one opportunity you have grabbed hold of for your business this period. I'm sure there are, but assuming there isn't, can you think of something that comes to your mind right now? Even as you hear the sharing, what kind of opportunity you can grab hold of, right? For myself, for the longest time, I run live event. I couldn't do online events because people are pretty resistant to coming online like this, like in a Zoom class. All right, it couldn't happen. So I have to find sponsors for my event. I have to run live event. So it's really difficult. But when COVID-19 happened, the opportunity for me, at least, is people are now open to using something like today, Zoom, right, to engage and to attend classes. So it really helped a lot. The code is 282516, all right? Punch in something, I'm sure you're thinking about it right now. So example would be people who, there's a lady, a couple of them, they are using Facebook to sell their fish, all right, from the wholesale market. So during COVID, they can't do Facebook sales. They can't do live sales, so they do via Facebook. So that's one opportunity they grab. What else can you think of? Okay, hang on. Just let me.
Let me share one. Like some of the companies during this COVID, they because it's very close to their business. So what they do is they immediately convert to producing medical like masks or whatever. This is an opportunity created by problem.
Yeah, so for another example, one of my clients, she is in the beauty business. She OEM beauty products for cosmetic houses. So a lot of the makeup, the facial wash and all that, right? She make the product and label it for other people. Now, before COVID-19, alcohol-based product is their cheapest product. Alcohol-based product, 没人要, very low margin, not profitable. So they produce a lot of cleanser and all that. But once COVID-19 happened, wow, suddenly the demand for hand sanitizer and all that goes up. And when it goes up, right, she quickly converted her factory to produce hand sanitizer instead. And so that kind of helped a lot. Okay, I've got other example of a pub. I read about a pub that actually started producing alcohol-based product as well. Okay, so that's one way of grabbing opportunities. Another one would be one of my client is in the medical supply business. He distribute products to a lot of specialist clinic in Singapore. Okay, so when COVID-19 happened, right? There's a chance for him to work with someone he know who are selling the face mask and all that, and hand sanitizer. Because those people in the past, they produce, they sell to hospital, they don't sell to clinic. But right now, because of his network with the clinics, right, then he's able to take the stock and then go and sell to the clinic itself. Okay, so what we have so far is things like, okay, Grab Mart sales, all right, e-learning. For e-learning, if you can type a little bit more about, I think what you mean is that there's an opportunity to learn through e-learning platform. Embracing new IT solution is an opportunity. Cool, social media broadcast, and getting hold of competitors. This one is quite interesting. Get hold of competitors' existing customer. Who typed this? If you're comfortable, you can share with us how you grab hold of them. If not, it's fine.
I think that was a good one also.
Yeah, grabbing your competitor's customer. Please be alert. Your competitor also trying to grab your customer. Huh? So it's two-way. It's two-way. Yeah.
No, actually, Joseph, in one of the section,
yes,
we talk about competitiveness analysis. This is what I have been doing all this year in my Armstrongs. Is every year I will do a competitors analysis. Take the top 10 and then see where is their strength, weakness, and then we attack their weakness, we learn their strength. So there is a full range of competitive analysis. There is a process. So if anybody is interested, one of the subsequent outreach, I can share the whole process.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm interested to learn that. We can look forward to a second session. So good, thanks for the feedback. All right, but I do hope that this sharing get you to start thinking about the opportunities you have. After this session, I will send you some link. SMU actually published a very detailed paper on this Fight COVID framework. Inside, I give you a methodology to go and find opportunity using the SCAN framework. So I'll send you all the link. You can take a look later. All right. So let's move on to the third speaker today. And that is none other than Mr. Peter Toh. All right. Peter, are you in the room?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hey, let's wave at Peter. Peter, welcome. And we are looking forward to hear your sharing on how phone engineering and manufacturing, all right, transform itself during this period. Tell us more about your company and how you'll do it. Over to you.
Oh, definitely. So I'm Peter. I'm actually the Senior Program Manager for Phones Engineering. Already joined Phones for 15 years. Of course, Phones is set up even since 1982 right now. And we keep on transforming as well. So today is really a very interesting topic where we talk about fight COVID, especially in this kind of event where it's also after CB.
Yes.
So I have the honor to represent the company to share with you guys. So intro of our company itself, when you see just now the first slide is talking about a smart manufacturing. So instead of the traditional machine shop precision engineering, right now Phones has already transformed into, we are proud to say, is unmanned, meaning to say you can switch off the light and then the production order will keep on running. But of course, we still have people, rest assured that. Next.
Got it.
Next slide.
Next slide.
So our CEO, Mr. Jeremy Fong, yeah, he's also inside this event as well.
Yes.
So basically, we are doing right now, instead of just machining, precision engineering, we also actually transform our business into a contract manufacturing for 100% medical devices. So we have a subsidiary which is actually also dealing with designing and developing of new medical devices. Okay, mainly on endoscope and mainly on a lot on the operation theater. So if you see bottom right where is all the people, we have actually undergone the mindset transformation as well towards this smart manufacturing. That time, of course, we can crowd together, but not now, right? Okay, next.
Got it.
So with this COVID situation, definitely we cannot crowd together. Who is the most important first C, which is actually our customers? So we have to do virtual commit, which is most of the time actually we are doing the communications with customer already, because majority of our customers are actually overseas. About more than 90% are actually in US and also in Europe. So basically, we already have the routine communication with them via Microsoft Teams, WebEx, Skype, okay, GoToMeeting, and then right now instead of also to customer, of course, to everyone as well. So what are the communication that we do now most frequently, which is we adopt the 3-letter called the SOS. Home big, right? Sounds familiar.
Yes.
So first S is actually the situation. We have to actually update our customers as well as also our situation in the manufacturing side, as well as to understand the customer businesses, their situation over there, whether how serious is their lockdown. In terms of us will be is to assure that we are actually fortunate to be the essential services. So our direct staff are able to operate for them. And then this will actually come them down to ensure that there is no delivery disruption. On top of it, of course, is that also we will ensure also our supply chain itself. Everything have to be done in close communications. And then last but not least, other than the operation that is smooth, we have the safety stocks. We build more as per the agreement or even ahead of it to ensure and to give the assurance of the customers. And this actually make customer satisfaction and eventually, of course, retain the customers. So the next after C will be, of course, opportunity. Every crisis bounds to have an opportunity, that's for sure. So for Phones, we are fortunate, we have a couple of fields. So one of it is, of course, the first one, which is the mask. Everybody beginning talk about mask. It is a very exciting topic. It is, we do have partners that is actually, we have these discussions, numerous discussions, although this did not come into solicit, but nevertheless, it is a very, very good discussions and exchange. And then nevertheless, we have the second opportunities, where we are allowed to actually have the opportunity to participate in these needs of actually supplying the swab kit. It is a reagent contract manufacturing that they want us to engage on. So we already submitted our proposal, is waiting for the customers to feedback to us. And then the third item. So during these periods, in fact, old friends also come back. I'm referring to the very old medical customers. So what happened was that their current suppliers, due to the lockdown, are unable to supply to them. But because of this medical device is so critical for the examining of actually the samples once they have given from the swab test. So we have to have the support for these old friends. That is the reason that our management has decided we support them in manufacturing the components for them. And other than this opportunity, in fact, we even have another medical customers who wanted to ramp up their products. We even have to, at this present moment, instead of you hear a lot of company, there is retrenchment, company being shut down. In the reverse, we are actually presently hiring more staff in order to set up our second shift operation.
Wow.
So these are considered an opportunity for the business.
Awesome.
Let's go into the V. What value do we give? Okay, so other than actually we look at values to the customers, to be honest, our suppliers, our partners are very, very critical and very, very important. So being the essential services in manufacturing medical devices, together with our customers, we actually came out a appeal letter with the help of government agencies. We also approach the MTI to get those of our suppliers, especially the local suppliers, the ability to resume their operation, because some of them, unfortunately, they are classified under the non-essential.
Yes.
So with this appeal, we managed to help some of the suppliers which is able to operate, and at the same time, of course, increases their manpower quota as well. So this does not actually, I would say, only help supplier to the extent. It also ensure our supply chain do not have any disruptions, and indirectly we are helping our customer as well. Because once we are not affected, of course, we can assure the on-time delivery for our customers.
Exactly.
Let's go to innovations. So as you can see, also for phones, people management and people learning is very, very critical and decided by our top management. So our training developments goes into right now, we, instead of having a classroom face-to-face training, we have this virtual team building. So where actually all of us are logging into this virtual room, okay, instead of a workshop or a classroom, where we can play certain interactive game. So we are able to communicate, we are able to collaborate into this virtual world. So it's something like you can have activities like doing together as a treasure hunt. You can also do activities like, for example, a war game. So this is in terms of virtual work as a team and training. We also have the self-development. As we know, all of us actually has also the ULEAP apps, which is organized by the E2L, government agency, NTUC, e-learning hub. There are many places where we can adopt some of the events, like for example, the SME Challenge, and as well as, of course, SPETA event like today. So we can actually learn a lot from companies, from association, or even organization. Next. The daily management. So of course, right now, after the announcement, everybody are back into phase 2, most of them. Of course, there are still some companies are unable to operate. We operate in terms of following the government guideline of safe management measures requirement. But for phones itself, we have actually done ahead of it. So other than this, we have the business continuity management, which is next. So this was actually set up in phones even prior before COVID, where we see the importance of business continuity, a set-up team, where even we have appointed a manager to do the business continuity management. In last year, in fact, he attended the full training courses externally to understand the importance of business management and business impact. And when he come back to do the business analysis and forming a team of to ensure the business continuity. So all kind of extra disruption is possible to happen. Although we know Singapore is pretty safe, but there are many, many other kind of disruption, which is the COVID is one of the good case. So that is the reason, instead of the government suggesting 1 or 2 SMO, we have 3 SMO, which is the safe management officers. So they are like our olden days, the prefects, you know. So they will have a list of checklists to ensure all of our staff complies, safe distance, make sure we open up our trace contact applications, etc. So all these officers, and also together with our business continuity manager, they are highly empowered and also recognized by our top management, and is actually communicate from top down to every one of our staffs. So we are fortunate and also happy that the management has even issued every staff to have a thermometer as well as also the mask to ensure that every one of us are being well protected. So the whole total business continuity management and procedures covers, in fact, we are proud to say we are ready for any of the second wave of COVID as well as any other kind of disasters. I thank you.
All right. Peter, thank you so much. Give him a hand.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Peter. Great. Right now, let's 做一些互动 activities. Go to menti.com. This one will be quite interesting. I want us to share this. Okay, number code is 772885. Do you have a business continuity management system for your business? All right, just yes, no, or some. Yes, no, or some of it. All right. Some of you have implemented something in place, but you may not have everything in, so you have some. Some of you have everything in. So just a quick snapshot survey to see. Okay, very good. 3 of you have some. How about the rest? Just key in the number, menti.com.
Okay, here I add in.
Yes.
For a complete business continuity plan that is called BCP.
Yes.
They consist of 3 parts. First is before everything happens, so you need to have a backup system. So what are your backup system? Backup what? Backup data, backup people, backup machine or whatever. All your backup. Do you have backup? Okay, backup system. Then the second part is when crisis strike. Then that you call it the emergency response plan. You must have an emergency response plan. That means during the emergency, let's say fire, who you should contact and then how you should do or what, contact the fire station or whatever. Or you need to have that. Okay. Then after the crisis end, you need to have a disasters recovery plan. How quickly you can recover, the shortest possible times. Okay, just like our Thailand last time, the flood cases, we wrap up in a very fast, within 3-4 months, it's full production already, and then insurance all claim. Yeah, so disaster recovery plan. So your backup plan, including how assessing your losses, assessing you have a contact list, assessing your losses, and then also how do you protect the losses, like including do you have enough insurance, something like that. Okay. So the full thing. This one can be a very big topic, you know. I also in the past cover the full spectrum of this. Does
it cover risk management?
It's under risk management. Risk management, the higher level, then you have the risk management. Risk management, you have the preventive and protective. So here, preventive, you have internal control. That one is not a backup plan. That is internal control. Then you have authorizations, all those, right? So check and balance, all those are internal control. So usually I come from very structured or those strategic kind of things. So you need to structure it. Yeah. So,
very good.
Yeah, risk management cover all this, or including like so-called BIP, business impact analysis. So if this thing happen, how much will it impact your business? If this thing happen, how much will it impact your business? Then you prioritize what are the action you need to take. So this is a full spectrum of things that you have to learn.
Wonderful. Okay. And looking at the result, right? Out of the so many people, 16 responded. The rest of you, is it no? Then you
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maybe you can, while waiting for the rest of the survey, you can let them know what does a BCMS normally consist of. Yeah.
Actually,
I already shared that. And I
before,
tell you,
during, after, prevent.
Yeah. I can tell you, those people who answer no, actually they definitely have. It's only a little bit or complete. Okay. So those who have
your data is also BCM, right? A very basic one.
Definitely there is. You cannot don't have. Definitely you have. It's just that you may not be properly structured or may not be properly, so-called written down, but there is definitely. So what you need to do is just constantly every year go through all the department heads, sit down and identify what are your risks. How can we, minimize the risk? Yeah. Like Peter, you can start out, because I'm very close to Fong, so you have to go in and trigger all this. Say, okay, every department in Armstrong, every department head has to highlight to me what are the risks that they involve. So the risks between department can be duplicated, doesn't matter. We just want everybody to think through what are the risks. For example, the sales side or the production side, end of life. Then we have a lot of material there. So how do we reduce the material holding? Then there is a product liability line down. All these are the risks.
Yes.
Okay. And then like HR, there could be a ghost candidate, payment to don't know who. Yeah. These are all the kind of risks, definitely. So you just ask every department, because during this period is very important. If you reduce your risk, that means you reduce your cost, increase your profit, increase your sustainability. Later on, I will share that. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you for the kind response. We summarize and look at, most of us, we have some form of BCMS, and there's 6 of you. You're very sure that you have a full system in place. Congratulations.
The 6, in fact, maybe you got a -4 because we have 5 from phones.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if all of them key in.
Joseph,
yes,
Joseph, we should actually encourage many of them to try to answer just yes or no, or some only.
No problem.
So another question that I think will be very useful is whether they are interested in developing one or enhance these things. If they are not interested, then nobody can help. They will just struggle. But if they are interested, where to get help? Then where we can SPETA can come in and advise, or I personally can come in and advise.
Even SPETA can help out. But hey, some of you, if you haven't tried menti.com, it's just a web browser. You key in the number, you can just click yes, no, right? So try it later if you can. So I'm going to move on to the next speaker, because today's program is planned until about 4:30, after which we will have what you call open networking. So in case some of you have other appointments, then as at maybe 4:30, the program will end, and the rest of us can continue to network here in this space. And coming up, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Stephen Koh to come and share with us, his experience in helping companies transform. And, managing crisis is not new to this man. He has helped them steer through choppy waters, big storms in the past. But right now, COVID is one whole new ball game. Let's hear from Stephen how some of the strategies that he can share with us on how we can navigate a crisis. Can we welcome Stephen? Hi.
Slide
is up and running. So Stephen, you can just continue sharing.
Okay, I don't see the slide. This is the one.
Yes, this is the one.
No need to see my face. And I think most of them, they will know me.
All right. So this is the...
Okay, this strategic sharing. This one basically adopt from the Joseph. So I use that.
Yes.
Your daily so-called operational challenges. So how do you resolve? How do you just like one of them is basically I cover into 3 areas. One is environment. How do you ensure your environment is safe? Yeah. And then the second thing is worker. How do you ensure that your worker can be on the ground to work, continue to work, or with minimize disruption? Yes. The third, of course, how do you ensure that your materials or your machines are properly repaired? Some of them complain because during this period we help many companies securing the exemption. We help many company member, some they say, oh, my machine break down, so the maintenance cannot come, or the repairer cannot come and repair our machine. So how can you ensure that? Is it? So of course, customer, you need to retain attract opportunity, try to seek out for opportunity, value add. Then you have to understand what is value add innovation. We have talked about that. So can you go to next? Next, I think this is, I always mention this, and this is very important. ITE, most of the students and many of my young entrepreneurs, they understand very well. 103S, you need to have this as your fixed management strategic thought. Okay, my talk will focus a lot on strategies because I've been the top person in Armstrong before. So in my life, I basically work in three organizations. First is with the bank, UOB, for 25 years. And then the Armstrong, 17 years. Then now, SPETA. So these three offer me opportunity to turn around. Like Armstrong, from a loss to 30 million profit. So, and also UOB earlier on, they have lost 60 million, but in 2 years, I turned it around to make profit. Yeah, although the profit is not much, but from 60 million to 2 million profit. Yeah. So in the SPETA, of course, the way I grow the member, everybody knows about it. So first thing is you need to set the objective.
Yes.
What do you want? What do you want? What is your goal? What moving forward? What is your role? So without objective, you cannot adopt a strategy. What kind of strategy to achieve the objective? Then you need to have a proper structure. You will notice that most of the time when I talk, there is always a structure, 3.4 points. Yeah, you cannot, let me count. So the last one is system. You need to have a system to control your strategy, to make sure that your strategy works. Okay, let's say for example, in the case of UOB, when I go into the UOB Korea branch, the first thing I see is loss 16 million. So my first objective is, okay, I want to make profit. So in 2 years, how much profit I want to make? Yeah. So first thing is I set the objective I want to make. So to achieve profit, then the next thing I would say, okay, we need to increase sales. Then you can increase profit, right? The strategy is to increase sales. Then reduce the cost. So how do I reduce cost? Then I say, okay, space, I need to reduce 30%. So save rental. The manpower, I need to reduce by 30%. Okay, so how to reduce manpower while you want to increase sales? Computerized. At that time, we are not talking about industrialization. So assets, reduce assets, whatever unused assets, sell it away. Okay. Then sales, traditionally, the bank is doing loan business. So the margin is 0.35% and very low. So I decided, no, this one very difficult to make money. So many people do not do other fee-based business. So-called interest-based business is the loan. So I do fee-based. I provide LC advisory, LC confirmation, and Forex. In fact, because I see our LC, letter of credit, is very strong in the foreign environment. I was in Korea. So I say, okay, our advising fee is only $10. So I want to increase to $50 per LC. My staff say, no. I think nobody will come to us. I say, no, because we have less staff. No, so we have to handle lesser volume, but the increase in fee, you will have about the same income. So you know what happened? After I increased, many foreign bank was laughing. But 6 months later, everybody also increased. They follow me. So yeah. So then in 2 years, that's why I turned around.
All right.
Yeah. So then we come to Armstrong. Armstrong, when I go in, was losing 46 million turnover. These are all public information, so I can share. So my key objective, okay, we want to make it profitable. So I set 3 value add. There are 3 value add. Every company should have these 3 value add. First, how do you value add to your customer? What do you want your customer to see you as a very important partner? Second, how do you increase employees' wealth? The third one is how do you increase shareholders' value? That means a profit. So, but all these things only one thing. So you have to increase the profit. I want to increase sales. I want to increase profit. I want to increase sales. I want to increase the reduce the cost. I have to reduce the cost. Of course, you reduce the risk. Then the increase the cash. So I set objective. Profit. I want to increase 40% average per year. Increase 40% profit. Sales increase 15%. Most important is profit. Then the cash every year should increase 50% because at that time we lost 32 million. We borrowed 32 million. Yeah. So by the end of the periods, our profit is from loss of 1.7 to 30 million profit. The sales from 40 over million to 200 over million. Then the cash, instead of borrowing of 32 million, we have cash in hand after declaring dividend of 58 million. So we still have 20 over million. It means we have increased over the years almost 100 million cash. So how to increase the customer? Of course, the value add. I don't want to explain too much here. Of course, otherwise we don't have time. For the employees, you know, all our key GM, they receive at least 40 over months bonus every year. And Indonesia is the best. So he's increased every year, his bonus is 1 to 1.5 million. Wow. Sing dollars, Sing dollars. Yeah. So when it comes to SPETA, I say, hey, SPETA membership reduced to 132 over the 29 years. Yeah. So I say, hey, we need to increase member. Because without increase, it's not about the membership fee. Membership fee, $500 is very little. So we need to increase more members so we can increase other trade show activities, that kind of thing. And then we can attract government's attention. So I talked to the government, ESG basically. So we want to achieve this objective. So ESG was convinced. So they pump in about 2 to 3 million funding to support SPETA. Basically, all our staff costs are heavily funded. So you need to have this money to be able to run. Then we run activity. In the past, SPETA is not active. So that's why setting objective is important.
Yes.
Okay. Next. So here, because now we are entering a very, very challenging times. Just now somebody talking about challenges and opportunity. Yeah. I always say, challenges are opportunity brought by problem for you to achieve excellence. So in short is cope. How do you cope with it? C is challenges, are opportunity brought by problem for you to achieve excellence. So COPE. Now, in my early day, I listened to this consultant. He was saying, everybody say no opportunity. Where is the opportunity? Where is the opportunity? He said, no, when the opportunity knock at your door, you don't open the door, you just kick them away, chase them away. He said, where is the opportunity? Problem. If you don't have problem, you don't have opportunity. When problem come, that's where the opportunity come. Like COVID comes, then you have an opportunity to supply face masks, all right? Yes. So there is always an opportunity. Now they say, no, now business is very bad. There will be a lot of company closing down. So this is also opportunity. When this company, your competitor better, closing down means their share is, their sales is going to go to you. And then if they close down, if you think they are very good, maybe you can buy over. These are opportunity. But of course, first, most importantly, you must be able to survive. Yes. So you have to set the objective. Are you going for offensive growth or are you going for defensive? To me, I think for the next 3 years, we should adopt defensive. Defensive is not totally like the turtle, you keep yourself inside the shell. No. Is going to be like the snake. You defend, but whenever you see opportunity, you strike. So it's snake, right? Snake will coil, and then when they see opportunity, they strike. So that's called defensive, but without throwing away the offensive, but not just keep charging. No, at the end, your cash will run out without business. So all your machines, people become your white elephant. Okay, next. So this is my favorite two words. I always say every company have to grip their business and they care about their operation. Basically two things only. So how to grip? Grip actually stand for grow, otherwise rest in peace. Care is control, or otherwise all your risks will emerge. So grow, what do you grow? In normal time, you grow your sales, grow your profit, grow your cash. But in this so-called challenging time, what you should grow is you grow your knowledge, grow your competency, okay? Grow your value. How do you value add? How do you see customer? Because customer now can choose, who is giving me better? So I will choose that customer. I throw away the others. So how do you grow your influence? So you grow differently.
Yes.
So yeah. So the control, of course, in the usual time, but now it's still applicable. Control your resources.
Yes.
Resources, competency. You must continue to train your good worker. Continue to train your committed worker. Continue to train your worker that contribute. And then that is a resource. You raise their competency so that they can raise their productivity. So during 1986, I tell you all this actual experience. 1986 was oil crisis. When I work in UOB, we just say nobody pay freeze, pay don't increase. I went to suggest to my boss, can I have increment in my department? He said, let's see. The chairman already said no increment. I said, no, you listen to me. Now I have 35 staff in my department. I give you 2 staff. So these 2 staff total about $8,000. Can we have a share, 50%, 50%? The bank take 50%, 4,000, and I take 4,000. I want to give the increment to my 33 staff. Wow. So finally they agree. So we were the only department to increase salary. Wow. You see, even bad time you can do something like this, So it's how you do it differently. You have to think of a way to do it differently. And all my staff very motivated, and somebody was questioning my big boss, hey, how come this 12 months got big? You go and ask Stephen. Okay, so most importantly, when you are beaten in whatever circumstances, you must maintain positive. Must not afraid of dying. 不怕死, 不怕输, okay? Then you can survive. If before the thing strike, I think I'm going to die. Finish. You definitely die. Okay? So next.
Next. Very good. Be positive, people.
Yeah, always positive. Now, this is my chart which I've created for the Armstrong last time. So, this Ang Kong Hua or whatever in the Nanyang Business School. You say, oh, you are a business consultant and yours is very practical. Okay. First, most importantly, you want to make sure that you understand what the customers see in you. So we make use of the external consultants. We didn't pay them. Brand and the company paid them about 1 million. So to understand, Seagate, how do they see us? What do they think is the most important? So for Seagate, they say, oh, quality is the most important thing. Then when it comes to Toshiba and Sony, they say, no, your price is very important. So everybody see different things. So you have to see how to do it. Okay?
Yes.
So when I go, I accompany my competitors. In fact, that is my competitor in India, but we become partner. So I went there, they say, oh, my customer, Denso want me to reduce cost down 10%. So I say, let's go and visit them. So after visit, I talked to the Denso. On the way back, Denso called him and said, can you readjust your selling price? I don't need 10% reduction in price. Can you just give me 2%? He was very amazed. How do you do it? How do you convince my competitor to say cost reduction only 2%? Of course, I have my trick I've shared before, but if there's opportunity, I can share again. Okay. So most importantly, your employee, I also have a live example how I revitalize a petrol station that their workers are from very bad worker become very good worker. They all become the bosses like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So only when the first two do very well, your shareholder value, definitely you will do well. Most importantly, SME, after visiting so many companies, what the SME lack of is the direction.
Yes.
You don't set a direction, and you need to look forward. Always look at 5 years later, where am I? What am I going to do? Like I told Jeremy also last time, okay, let's look at 5 years, how much can he? So he turned positive, and that's why he is today now. Okay, so next. I think Elise also heard that last time, you transform. Okay. Value creation strategy. This is a very guru type of, this is by the Kaplan. Kaplan. This is actually from a book called Strategy Roadmap. It's very, very good book. So if you have time, read about it. This book, the cost is $120, quite expensive. Huh? Okay, but it's very good book. It's very strategic. Yes. So it is set into the growth strategy, control strategy, what you should do to customer. Like for example, relationship, I always want to highlight it. How does your customer treat you? Is it a partner, or is your customer just a supplier or just customer, normal supplier-customer relationship? Like in the case of Denso, how I convince that customer to not to ask for too much cost down. What I do is, first I understand the manager. The manager was an Indian. So I told the manager, do you know what the Japanese will do? He will ask you to force the customer to cut down price. But if you cut 10%, of course you stay in the job. Next year, if you cannot cut 10%, you're out. Yeah. Okay. So to ensure that your job is forever, you should cut 2% only, or 2% or 3%, so that you can continue. But you tell Japanese, I have a plan in 5 years to cut 10%. Of course, Japanese not happy. They want 10%. So then I give you a solution. So can you, because we have this alternate material, which I can cut 5% of the cost. In fact, the material, I can save 15%. So I give him 5%. So the other 10% I reserve for next 2 years or 3 years. So I say, I give you 5% on that. And then you use this alternate material. So they use alternate material. I help him to secure his job for 5 years. And then also processes. There are a few things all in one shot. So they are seeing us as a partner. Okay. The day I also share the partners. When last time when I supplied to Hong Guan to Sony. So because Hong Guan was appointed by Sony. So when Hong Guan collapsed and they cannot pay us, Sony helped them to pay. So Sony is our partner. It's not customer. If it's just customer, they say, that's your problem. You cannot collect the pay, that's your problem. You cannot collect your payment, that's your problem. Yeah. It's a partner. So you have to develop a partnership, so-called relationship. Yeah. Okay. So the others, you can take a look at that. Yeah. So here, basically is very strategic. You need to, even not only business, it applies to person also. You must have helicopter view. That means you must be able to see high. Don't go and see every day in and out, the nitty-gritty kind of things. Now, I quote you an example. When I went to visit my UOB Canada, Vancouver, I saw the general manager. He was doing what? Sorting out all the mail. I asked him, hey, Taiwan, what are you doing? He said, no, I'm trying to sort because all my staff send so many mail to one location in the different envelope. I'm trying to match them together so that I can send in one envelope. I said, Alamak, you are GM, you do this kind of thing. How much can you save? 20 cents, 30 cents. So when you do this, you are focusing on the wrong things already. When I went to see my one of my customers called Nakano Precision, when they introduced me, introduced their GM, he was doing repairing the machine. I say, no, next time don't buy from this machine. I think this company got no hope. Okay. The GM or MD should be taking care of strategic issue. So you must be able to look at helicopter.
Yes.
And if your people cannot do, it means you have failed in training them. So you must be able to see higher, further, longer, deeper. So you analyze and assess where is your strength and weakness.
Maybe it's a football issue.
Say again?
Maybe it's a football issue.
What football issue?
Well, actually.
Hello, I can hear.
Plus minus
Hello? Okay. Never mind. So you must imagine what will be the outcome, and then combined with reality. You cannot, like imagine what will happen. Like for example, I always tell people now, in the early last year or what, we are talking about aerospace. Now you should imagine what will happen to the aerospace when the airlines are not flying, and then the Boeing or the air manufacturer won't be in the good position. So you can imagine the reality is aerospace, you have to put it aside. Yeah. So next. Hello.
Yes. Next.
Okay. I would think this is the main strategy. MAIN. This for technology, and you will see in the New York Stock Exchange. Look at it. Hello.
Yes.
Somebody is talking there.
Ben, can you help to mute the person? Thank you.
Okay. Now, lately you notice that the New York Stock Exchange, which sectors up the most in spite of COVID? Technology. You see Apple, you see Amazon, you see Microsoft, all these skyrocketing, even past before the COVID. Second one is medical. Medical stock all go very high. So now the focus should be on the medtech. So Fong, in fact, in a very good position, but you need to widen to consumer the medical devices. So like what you did in the mask, but mask, the sustainability is questioned. So you have to make sure that how do you transform the mask? I have given some tips that say how do you make sure that your mask can be sustainable, or else you face competition from cheaper and cheaper sources like China. Chinese actually they turn all into mass producing. Now many of the mass production company in China is bankrupt. Is going bankrupt, because many people rush into it. Okay, and then the next one is agri-tech. Agricultural technology. So you adopt robotic automation, but not to, I'm not asking you to go and grow the vegetable, okay, because Singapore is going to have this for the next 10 years to grow our sufficient, 30% sufficient. And I tell you, the world will face a food crisis very soon. You look at China is flooding all the way, and then with the COVID, everybody is not coming out. So you will have food crisis. The third one is infotech. Now talking about infotech, I say three things. The three things when you during this COVID is you have to be perseverant. 坚定, in Chinese it says 坚定. Whatever your industry that you think has got very good hope, then you must continue to strengthen and then build your competence. Then 求变, transform. And then the third one is you ensure that your competitiveness is always there. Now I remember 2 years ago when I visit Copenhagen, I went to stay in the farmhouse. Then this owner, he has got a gardener. The gardener actually cut grass, what they do to maintain the garden. But the owner, because of the Industry 4.0, he used robot. Those robots to cut grass for him. I say, what happened to your gardener? Is he out of job? He said, no. He is doing even better than before. I say, what happened? You know what this gardener do? He go and study, and now he set up a new company to sell robot, to repair robots. And then he even do so-called remote kind of request, scheduling for maintenance of robot. So he transformed. He become better. His business is even better. So you need to know how to transform. So there is a problem to him. He lost job, but it created a better opportunity for him. So that's why challenges. You must face a challenge. Yeah. So the last one is, of course, environment and energy technology. Anything relating to environment and energy related. Yeah. So SimTech is supporting all these four now. Now I talk to them. I think we are all online. We want to support all these four areas. I also talk to ESG, so they are agreeing to all this. Okay. So this is on your sales side. So here, now come back to sustainability. You really have to look at the country. If in the past you service 5 countries, you have to now look at, which country I should cut. Which country doesn't give me a good opportunity, you should cut. So a few companies actually cut down their operation in China, closed down. Industry, which industry I should cut, which industry I should increase. The resources, the risk, and then also the cost. And then look at the customer. Your customer, which are the good one, which are the bad one, likely to go bankrupt, you better be careful. But of course, you cannot say, I don't want to supply to you anymore. You can supply on a cash term, change the term, or you can supply, you can increase the pricing so that you basically indirectly chase them away. And then what are the product and processes that you have to stop, don't do, or reduce? Okay, you have to do a review, horizontal review, and you look at the vertical review of all these 4 items. Is there a risk? Like say, if you are in southern China, now you are facing the flood risk, So if the flood continue, you will have a problem. And then the resources there, the cost. Okay, so perseverance, center one, perseverance, transformation, and competitiveness. Next. Yeah, these are not during crisis, anytime you have to look. The 6-pronged strategy, which I've showed the circle earlier, and then you have to build 6C culture. SPETA, we have a standard. I have last time developed in Armstrong 5C, now I add one more C, so for 6C culture. The 6C I circulated to some of the members. If anybody interested, this one is to brainwash your worker to make sure they have so-called fight with you, alongside with you. Then you need to have a 6S practice. 6S practice, many people say, this is a small matter. No. If you don't have these 6S practices, your cost will increase. Like standardization, if you're not standard, then your cost will increase. If you are very messy, for example, you may not know you have this material, then you buy again, right? So Six Sigma quality, of course, is trying to push your quality to the higher level. Along all this, you have to consider the risk, resource, and cost. The 6 equal to luck on top. The 6 equal to luck in Hokkien, 6 means luck.
Yes.
3 means life. Sang, Cantonese. Okay.
Very good.
Next. This one I have repeated. Okay. Transform. So what is challenges? You have to transform. Next. Okay, this is basically a golden thread for any individual. So what you should do is try to brainwash your worker or continuously give them this lecture that they have to maintain VAR, versatile, capable of doing many things. So train them to do more things. I think during this COVID, you need to have workers who can have multitasking. Yes. Because the activity may be reduced. So if you say ask a guard to sit down there and just doing the guard only, not meaningful. Adaptability, they must be able to adapt to the changed environment. And then resilient, cannot say die. If any of your workers are with a low morale, I think you better get rid of him. Because if he influences all the other staff, you finish. Okay. The last one, this one is for top management. This is how to maintain your cost competitiveness. One important thing is to make sure that your costs are fixed costs turn to variable. How do you turn to variable? I give you an example. Like one of the company, they all operate, they are selling chicken. They operate 25 transport, transport. Then 25 transport, you need to have 25 workers. So now your business reduce. You say, okay, I sell away the lorry or return the worker. No. Actually, in fact, earlier I already told him you should have 60% or 50% your own delivery. The other sub it out. So when times come, you can say, okay, I discontinue the so-called outsourced transport services. So like your HR resources, you can share. You can gather a few companies to have a common HR practice like training committee. But payroll, of course, you can do it on your own, right? So these are those, maintain your cost flexibility, and then also relevant. make sure the cost is relevant. Every cost incurred, you need to know this cost, can I get some return from there? Just like if you pay a worker salary, what can we bring in? So if you, like one of my trade shows, the so-called staff, so I told him, I already fired him, I asked him, your trade show income, how much? And then how much salary I pay you, do you know? If your trade show income bring in less than your salary, so why do I need you? Right. So you really have to look at the financing of cost. This is a ratio that no book teach you. This is my own ratio. I call it return on expenses. Return on expenses. What is your return? So if you say you buy a machine, how much sales generated? If you have 1 square feet of a factory space, how much sales generated per square foot? So early on, I give a SPETA council member 1 square feet, how much sales? 1 headcount, how much sales? $1 of salary, how much sales? Yeah, or you have to calculate all this, Yeah, okay. So this the end.
Thank you, Stephen. Can we give him a hand?
Yeah, this is a strategy. So if you want to know more, you can always come to me.
Yeah, I think what will be fantastic is we can do follow-up session with Stephen doing his sharing as well. That will be so nice. And for engagement, so this is a summary of the 5-step framework to fight COVID and win. And just to give you a context, one of the points is customer. And for customer, there are 4 things we can do to care for them. For example, right? Number 1, we can connect to your top customers. Number 2, attract new ones. Number 3, retain your existing ones. And number 4, engage your prospects and customers. So 4 things I want us to feedback according to your own thinking, own experience in Menti.com. All right. Share with us which is most important to you. Okay. So let's do that. It's a ranking question. Let me just present it. The number is 772-885. When you go in Menti.com, key in 772-885, you will have these 4 things regarding customers. Can you just tell us what is most important to you first, second, third, fourth? All right. Just your opinion. That will be fantastic to know how you think. And as a group, we can summarize the result. All right, man. Thank you so much. So retain is most important, attract second. Okay. Engagement is last. So with the second person's feedback, the dynamic changes, yeah. So right now, retain customer is still leading the race.
Okay, can I chip in to tell you there is this marketing grid that you should refer. There are basically 4 areas. One is called market penetration. One is called market development.
Yes.
And then another one is called product development and then also diversification. New product, old product, old customer. So not only retain the customer, retain of course is important. Because during our time, I told them, I say, you don't just keep going to develop new customer because it spend time, it spend money. But the old customer, have you sell them most of the thing or do you have new product to sell them? Try to squeeze your existing customer as much as possible. Sell them more. So because to sell them more is easier than to get a new customer. Because the existing customer, once you say, oh, now I also supply this, now I also supply, because they trust your product, they trust your quality, they trust your service level. So it's easier to sell new product to existing customer. Don't go and pursue new customer, keep pursuing, but at the end, too many customers. In fact, last time, Armstrong, I tell you, I do this calculation. We have 1,476 customers over the whole group. Okay, 18 factory. But I do calculation. There were only about 24%, 76% of the sales come from only 20% of the customer. Okay, so you should try to sell more to the same customer. So in fact, I give an instruction, say, can you all please cut down those kacang putih customer payment very difficult or whatever, just cut down. So you don't need to have so much sales, but actually kacang putih business don't want.
So what Stephen has shared is the concept called the customer lifetime value, that there are always different things you can sell to them. And those who are loyal, those who are your supporter, they will support you more. And
so you penetrate. To penetrate, including like someone just now say, okay, capture customer share, competitors share. During my time, of course, now we are all out already, so I can mention. Yes. During my Armstrong time, I capture a lot of Reco share. I capture a lot of Seiwu share. Even Kokoku shares. I capture a lot of their rubber. Of course, I have my own way. Make sure that you are competitive, service is good. So this is called capturing the share, because the market size is there, limited. So you need to capture so that is called market penetration. Selling more product, Then market development, you develop new market. Market means country. You go to new country, you do new industry. But at this moment, I think this one, you really have to be very careful. Look at your investment required versus the sales that you are going to get. Okay. Exactly. Then the product development also see. When you develop new product, they say, you want to do a mass, can very fast, right? So subsequently, when the mass become very competitive, can your machine use it to produce something else? So you have to think of that. And then can your mass become sustainable? You can do the mask like I see last time I already pointed out, you can put the mask like reusable, and then the mask with Singapore flag or whatever design, it will become a lifestyle product, not just for medical use. So then all the mask can serve many even other purpose, not only just for this. And of course, what I do to the ESG side and the government side, MTI, I say, can we develop this culture in Singapore? So like for example, this the hair spa, even the barber, they must wear mask, enforce it, put it as a regulation. Barber must wear a mask, dentists wear mask, barber must wear mask or wear something else, shield or whatever. So the Japanese, whenever they fall sick, they wear masks. In Singapore, when we fall sick, we never seldom wear masks. This is the culture. We change the culture to help the local mask industry to survive. So diversification is totally new customer, new market. These are the 4 areas.
Good. So those points Stephen shared, you can find on the articles I posted on SMU portal. And we have come to the end of this session on this 5 COVID case study sharing. And if you enjoyed the session, you have learned a lot, can you just type in the response, do a clap or a thumbs up? There's a reaction button. Wow, Peter, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we want to move. Okay, so officially program come to an end. All right, we have maybe about another 5-10 minutes. I want to just do a short virtual networking, let you have a flavor of that. Okay, so I'm going to do something fun with you. There are many ways to do it. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, I wanted to do this. The first person who type in yes in the chat box will get to share about himself or herself and her company. First person to type yes. Ben, can you look up for me, please? 谁最快？神手。Yes.
Mark Wong.
Mark Wong, Mark, can I invite you to share about yourself since you are the... Whoa, hi, Mark. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, tell us more about yourself.
Well, I'm a friend of Joseph's.
Right.
And we work very closely since our days in Singapore Human Resources Institute. He's been an excellent guy, brother in Christ, great industry partner. And I think sometimes when you have yuan, you collaborate again. So right now, I actually work in PSB Academy.
Yes.
It's actually a private education school institution.
Yes.
So I'm actually on the lookout for industry partners who would be willing to invest in our students. To offer them either an internship opportunity or it could be a hiring opportunity as well. And Joseph has been a great partner for us in that aspect. Yeah.
So we got a lot of industry partners here. You all love. So Mark also take care of the students' internship, right, and other things.
Yes,
Programs.
and also career coachings for them to be more employable.
He's passionate about helping the young people, and yeah, I'm working with Mark and PSB Academy to run some of my programs with them. Yeah, but COVID kind of put it on hold a little bit, so we're going to resume soon. Okay. Now next up. All right, next up, the people who are in the precision engineering and manufacturing line, but you're not a SPETA member yet. All right, I want to invite you to say me, type in me inside the box, me. And I want you to share a little bit about your business, your company with us. Yeah, first three, okay? If you're in precision engineering, manufacturing line, but you're not a SPETA member yet and you come to this event, can you type in the chat box? Ben, do you see somebody type in?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're all very shy.
Shy.
All SPETA member.
SPETA member.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, how about non-SPETA members, but you're not in manufacturing? So, I mean, you're new to SPETA, you just came to know us. We would love to just say hello to you. Any one of you out there? I know I got the attendance list, so I know who you are.
Okay, for those non-manufacturing, you know we also have a non-manufacturing member. We try to keep it within the 15%. Like DBS, UOB is our member, KPMG our member, McKinsey is our member.
Wow.
All this, even JTC also joins SPETA.
Well done, well done. Hey, today crowd a bit quiet, eh?
Because the crowd mainly is SPETA members.
Mainly a SPETA
engineering people are more shy. Then we have Candy. Where's Candy? Is Candy still there or not?
I see some people popping up their faces now.
Oh, I think Candy left already. We have Elise here also. Elise.
Elise is a chef.
Hello.
Elise, are you there?
Am I?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, we can see you. We can see you.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Yep.
How about you?
It needs wine.
Yeah, I need
wine.
Oh, there's Mr. Kim from MIT.
Okay.
He just greet everyone.
Hi. Hello. Sorry, I'm Kim. I'm Maple Tree Industrial. I'm not a Mr. I'm a Miss. But
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Sorry,
very
Miss
twee.
Kim.
I look very twee now, so I better don't see online.
Tell us more about yourself, Kim. What do you do?
Well, Joseph has came to one of our event previously when we engaged our own tenants because Maple Tree Industrial has many factories all over Singapore, and then we have half of it is actually SME. So we engaged, we were doing some events for our own tenants, just trying to help them in their business, their growth. And Joseph came to attend one of the events. So we got into like chit chat and things like that. And he said he actually do that to help SME, which is one of my passion because I wanted them to grow. I want to see how their business is sustained. But actually I don't know how to do it lah. But this today, when I see your event, Joseph, I must say it's very well done. Stephen, I really enjoy your talk very much. I'm sure it will very good. The others like Mr. Man, Alice, wow, you are such a successful entrepreneur that I think you will inspire actually a lot of our own SME tenants. Yeah, so
You make Man cannot sleep tonight. Okay, I tell you, beside JTC, there's Singbridge also our member.
Right. So we are very slow. So I will sign up as your member. And then I got to learn from you all this Qianfei here. So basically, it's to hopefully, I want to see how to engage and help the SME tenants who are really facing a challenging time. Their business model, some of them are I speak to some of them, they are traditional. And I think they are stuck because they don't know how to transform. Yeah, and they don't know where to go. Yeah.
Okay, I share with you, in fact, 2 days ago, what JTC want to do with me is, because they will bring me to their tenant. So the day I visited one tenant, it's actually doing the sort of fan manufacturing. So I provide the 1 hour talk to tell him how to change things. Basically, this is what JTC want me to do. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So maybe if I will later work with Joseph, and I may invite some of y'all to come and share with my tenants. But right now we are a little bit tense because you know our situation. So maybe after this few months, hopefully when all settle, then we will start our engagement and education again with them. So I do hope to get your member support to actually share your stories.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Hi. I would like to say something. This is Elise here from SPETA Engineering.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Actually, I would like to share ever since I joined SPETA, I feel that I have learned a lot of things through a lot of different platforms.
Yes.
I guess it's like this is my first time joining like this kind of event. But beside that, I think Stephen has been going through a lot of session with me personally, as in he's someone that willing to help and then teach, pass down his knowledge to us. So I suppose if let's say there are non-SPETA members here, please join us. I think for little amount of fees a year, I think we actually deserve much more than that kind of value. Yeah. Yeah. So
mentoring and coaching by Stephen Cole.
Yes.
become 我们的代言人。
brand ambassador.
Yeah. And recently we also kind of like transform our business model. And even through this COVID period, right, we are not very much affected. Last year was very bad, but this year we managed to transform. So I guess it's a new trend right now. That's what we mentioned. Everything that we do, we have to go digitalize and all this. So yeah, have more events like this so that we can communicate and then share information and networking. Good job for all the presenters here.
Wow.
Good
awesome
job.
Night today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, over here I have a lot of my drinking member, but a long time I never see them for drinking already. Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Hey, at least you should do more often, because this will fight COVID.
Yeah,
you're right. Anthony, what member 經過過嚟我搞零招啦，過嚟搞零招了咧。
Long time no see, huh?
Yeah, long time.
Anthony，你失蹤啊，我的 drinking member。
At least you should organize a virtual drinking session.
You say one normally which day is better? Then I should organize a drinking virtual. Which one? Which day is better? Friday night or Thursday? Which day is good?
Afterwards, no need to wait. Afterwards. No need to wait.
Yeah, but if you get together, you cannot drink from the mouth, you drink from the ear.
Okay, I think I will organize one Zoom. We can drink from our house.
All right.
Or our own office, all right?
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Are you a drinking guy or not, Peter?
Yes, I love drinking, in fact. And the best is we no need to restrict by 5 only, is it?
你老板，我很久没有跟你老板喝酒了。你老板每次去马场现在你靠近你 office 的马场喝酒嘞。
对呀。
我们喝我们来我们是等MC喝，他很久没有跟我们喝了了。
Really, yeah, the SPETA group awesome 他们有 dance group 也是 ，they have dance group. They got a lot of talent there.
We have golf. We have golf.
Badminton.
Badminton.
Badminton 的刚刚走了 ，Badminton 之前 Can you attend 这个 Can you 走了啊？可能他去打 Badminton 了，可能 Can you 去 stand by 去打 Badminton 了。
没有不可能。
拜四 Friday。拜no，拜四。
我知道阿妈也是打 Badminton 的。
对啊，他没有教我，不可能啊，不是今天，肯定没有。
Okay, Sher, how are you? You have anything to share with us, the whole group?
The whole group here, almost 90% know me. I'm running 2 Zoom at the same time. So I'm running.
I'm attending my class. I got 2 screens now.
Yeah, so my this computer got no camera, that's why I couldn't show my face. Yeah, the other one was running another Zoom at another place. I was like, wow, I'm trying to listen to both sides at the same time.
I want to
multitask. On a video now, because some of them I probably may not know you. Am I able to see your face?
I must say, Acacia do a very good job during this period.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. And Anthony, yes, I saw your, yes, it's me, okay, Anthony. Then you email to my colleague already, you never copy me back. I want to cop your towel. You know what I'm talking about.
Actually, for Kim, we do gather to drink, we have dance classes.
Wow.
No. He said, I never do that before with him.
So what I mean is with SPETA.
梦里
Yeah, 在梦里还没有这样熟 yet. But yours sounds a very fun, yeah. Very fun bunch, yes.
Of course.
Yeah. So I hope to join.
You can add Kim into our drinking group.
You drink a lot, Kim?
Yeah, 2 glasses max. If not, later become too high already. Then talk nonsense.
Anyway, something, this one extra for you. So you only for the remaining people here, 18 of us. So there will be a new grant coming up 1st July.
Wow.
Okay. Covering merchant, I won't give you the details. I cannot give you the details, but it's for workers above 60 years old.
Then
okay,
so am I entitled? I'm entitled. Am I entitled?
You join my company, Stephen. Stephen join my company. Entitled.
Tough question. So anyway, okay. So yes, if you are interested, then just let me know. Yeah, just for the 18 of you only.
Sure.
We
are interested.
什么 Elise
好料在后面呢，每次这样讲。
好料，你看塞到后面了，人家你看几个人才懂的啊？对，7月1号啦。
Jasper， 你在那边啊
，Jasper。Hi Jasper。
我很喜欢叫 Jasper。好不好？
Yeah.
好。My executive director down there, my chairman down there.
我的 drinking party 来的嘞。我在 organize， 我want virtual drinking first
Correct.
We do a virtual drinking, Elise.
Yeah. I will organize it next week. Hey, is next Friday? Are you okay? If okay, I organize a virtual drinking. On which day is good?
After office hour lah.
Yeah lah.
Which day?
Any day for me.
Any day.
Wow, every day.
Because it's from Elise, I have to be any day.
Wow, 感谢。
For you, okay? Friday 也是可以。
Next Friday I'm supposed to drink with your 老大嘞 Peter. I'm supposed to drink with Jeremy 嘞。
Drag him to the virtual 咯。
去哪里 virtual？ 对 next Friday 在他的马场那边喝。
As long as our group is don't exceed 5, then the rest join us in virtual.
We get many tables.
Yeah, we can many tables.
Different table.
So then we switch on our Zoom.
I will organize on Wednesday is better or Friday is better for you? Any comment?
Friday better lah.
Friday, huh?
Yeah.
Drunk already then my.
After 4, after office hour,
yeah.
Friday I got a 早餐 at 5 p.m. have a work drink. I can join after that lah.
So after 5
like maybe 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock you come here, pay money, okay.
After 8.
7 o'clock come pay money.
Come and pay money only.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Very good. That's why you chairman. Very good.
So this will be a new format.
Maybe 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Probably you all will be at home, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye. Nice to
Have
see
a
all
nice
of you.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
Hey, thanks, Joseph. Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph. Yeah.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph.
Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Man. Thanks,
Bye.
Peter.
Thanks, Liz.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. See you again.
Bye.